Good morning, everyone. Weather or not meteorologist Chris Johnson here with your latest forecast brought to you by On Target. As we look ahead through your Wednesday morning, Wednesday afternoon, a little more in the way of cloud cover expected to win out as we work through today. And you can already see plenty of that showing up on our latest satellite and imagery. Yeah, the clouds are going to be sticking around through today. A little bit of sunshine tries to mix in at times, but I believe it's going to be a more cloud cover than sunshine. So we'll call it a partly to mostly cloudy day. Now, despite the cloud cover, not expecting much in terms of rainfall. And yes, while we could go for a good drink of water across the Wobbles region, just not seeing much in the way of a rain chance mid to late week. Fairly dry air mass in place, and anything that does fall or try to show up on radar, it's going to have a tough time getting to the surface. Beechtree new Skycam. This is facing west from Morgantown, and not a whole lot going on this morning, but as you can see, the cloud cover winning out. Again, partly to mostly cloudy skies expected as we work through this morning heading into this afternoon. And despite the cloud cover, temperatures still running in the 80s, mid-80s for afternoon highs. Radar showing not a whole lot going on. Again, on the drier side as we work through much of today, there is that spotty low-end chance, but again, it's going to be hard to reach the surface. I believe most of us stay on the completely dry side, and I know that's unfortunate because, again, we need some rainfall. There are some changes showing up with a front that moves in a little bit later on this weekend to the weekend, but we, again, could be strapped with some moisture with this setup leading to a small rain chance. And it's not going to be the widespread rain that we could go for, but at this point, we'll take what we can get. Here's the setup. We have high pressure winning out, starting to work towards the east and northeast. So it's weakening, our flow's changing, and temperatures responding because of that. We'll start to heat things up as highs getting to the mid-80s today. I believe we're going to push 90 degrees over the next couple of days, especially as we introduce a little more in the way of some sunshine helping warm temperatures up. High pressure in control, one more day. Then the changes start to arrive, and you'll see a cold front right here, showing on the map. And again, this is going to work off towards the east. High pressure weakens out, and a little bit of moisture surging in from the south. So that could help us with some rain chances. But again, overall, just not looking like a great widespread rain chance. As far as the short-term forecast is concerned, we work through the rest of today, getting into our Thursday. Some of the latest high-res model data coming in. And we put this loop through, and you can see it tries to show a spotty sprinkle or shower. But again, it's not going to reach the surface. Most of us stay dry today, getting into your Thursday. Really, the bigger story moving into late week will be the warming temperatures as we go upper 80s for highs Thursday and Friday. And then the cold front starts to make its move across the state. And as it does so, that's going to bring a small rain chance with it. We look in the upper levels of the atmosphere, and this is part of that late week system that's going to be moving through the Great Lakes, the Ohio Valley region, and dragging a cold front across our neck of the woods because of it. This is valid for Friday evening at 8 p.m. Cold front starting to move through, and again, few showers, possibly a storm showing up. But this is a low-end chance. We're talking 20 to 30% pops right now. So overall, not that great rain chance that we could go for, but nonetheless, something showing up, and we'll take it if we can get a little something. By Saturday afternoon, the front is now starting to make its push eastward. We're clearing out. A little bit of cloud cover going to try and stick around, but in behind this system, our flow changes back from the south and southwest to the north and northwest. So we're going to drag in some cooler, drier air, and you're going to feel the difference pretty quickly as we start this weekend. High temperatures, 70s. That's it. Overnight lows, 50s, maybe a little cooler. Some of the sheltered valley areas, I could see you going a little cooler than that. Some 40s trying to show up in spots. We'll see how it shakes out. But overall, it's a true fall-like feel that settles in just in time for the weekend. So let's talk about this system. Here's the cold front. This is the latest European model, and we're going to take you through this. And again, it's just, we're strapped for a lot of moisture to work with. This is valid for Friday morning. Cold front starts to make its move into the region late Friday afternoon, working into the evening hours. Now, timing-wise, doesn't really help our chances, okay? If we could speed this front up and get it to move through a little earlier in the day, that could perhaps bring us a slightly better chance for a few more showers and storms. Unfortunately, not looking like that's the scenario, at least right now. And of course, this can change and will evolve over the next couple of days. Cold front starts to make its move through the area Friday night into Saturday morning. And as of right now, the best chance for some showers, possibly a storm, is showing up mainly north and northeast of the Wobbles region. So you got to get into portions of central, northern, heading into eastern Kentucky by Saturday morning. But it does clear the region, and by Saturday afternoon, everyone across the board, if you did get some rain, is dry. Front's pushing eastward, and now we're going to start to see those winds usher in a cooler and drier air mass, and that's going to lead to a really nice feeling weekend. So if you have some plans this weekend outside, good news for you, because it is going to be wonderful, especially to get out and maybe catch some football. If you're heading to the game, there's a lot of things going on. So either way you slice it, the weekend looks great. And when we look ahead, as far as temperatures are concerned, working into mid-September, still looks like we're going to have temperatures running near or just below normal. So we're not talking anything drastic here after this weekend. But we will start to moderate temperature-wise. And I believe we're going to go from this cooler feel into some more heat as we look ahead towards mid to late September. Now, here's the downfall about the forecast ahead. It looks dry. Goodness, can we just get some rain, please? That's all we need. We need some rain. And it's just not showing up. Again, working into mid-September, just not a whole lot showing up as far as rain potential and systems that could bring that. So there's high probability showing up still that precipitation outlook running below normal for this time of the year. Could we switch things up mid to late month? Possible. We're going to get into some more heat. I don't think we're done with the 90-degree days yet. All right, we still have plenty of time to get that heat in. And it looks like it starts to build back in as we get closer to mid-month. Look at the temperatures here. This is some of the medium to long-range data showing what we're going through. We're going to heat up. Temperatures getting back into those upper 80s. We'll push 90 late week. Here comes the wonderful cool down. Fall-like feel. Temperatures in the 70s. Overnight lows going low 50s. Cooler sheltered spots could go some upper 40s. I believe that's possible. And then look what happens. We get into some heat. Upper 80s, low 90s taking over. And it could be a fairly long stretch of some warmer temperatures where we potentially go above normal for this time of the year. And I believe that's going to be the trend as we work into and through mid-month. Question then becomes, are we going to get any more rain chances, right? Could we see the pattern amp up just a little bit more? And we start talking and introducing the chances for some showers and storms? One would think so. Looking at some of the long-range data, I believe that's going to be a possibility. So we'll see how it shakes out. But fingers crossed for any rainfall that we can get with this system coming up. And models now starting to come back to the idea of a little more in the way of rain. So we'll see if that continues to be the trend over the next couple of days or so. And of course, we'll keep you posted right here at Weather or Not. All right, here's a look at that 5-day forecast brought to you by Ohio Valley Insurance. Today, it's a lot of cloud cover, partly to mostly cloudy skies expected. Temperatures running in the middle 80s because of the clouds, so not too far from where we've been. Tonight, a little bit of patchy fog, a possibility as lows drop off into the mid-60s. And then we look ahead. We introduce more sunshine for your Thursday, and look what that does to the temperatures. Near 90 for a high. We'll go around 90 for a high Friday, but it gets better as far as temperatures are concerned. We're going to really drop off once this cold front passes through. Again, low-end rain chance right now. I'd put it 20-30% chance. And that right now could be a stretch. So we'll see how things shake out, this front and the timing and the passage of it, what that means for us as far as either slightly better rain chance or maybe no rain at all. So we'll see how that shapes up for us over the next 48 hours. Once we get past this front, I tell you what, weather-wise, I know we need the rain, but my goodness, it's going to feel fantastic. We'll go middle and upper 70s for highs. Saturday, and you know what? Saturday is going to be so nice, we're going to do it all over again Sunday. And look at these lows. We're dropping 40s to some low 50s across the Wobbles region. So a true fall-like feel ahead for the weekend. And if that's your kind of weather, you better enjoy it because we're right back into the heat as we look ahead towards next mid and late week. All right, folks, that'll do it for this morning's forecast brought to you by On Target. I hope you have a great rest of your Wednesday morning and Wednesday afternoon. Of course, I'll be back here again tomorrow morning filling in for Mr. Hampton. He's off on vacation, getting some rest and relaxation in. So filling in, covering for him, and getting you the latest local forecast. I hope you join me tomorrow morning. We'll see you back here then.